I think everybody agrees that antisocial behaviour is a very real problem and that the authorities have got to be able to prevent innocent people having their lives being made a misery by it, and that there can always be improvements to whatever system is in place. But most of us, if not all of us, would also agree that civil liberties are also precious, and freedom of expression is particularly so, as it's often through the expression of ideas that society is changed for the better. These three amendments are tabled with the aim of helping the government to get the balance right between the two. And it's a balance which many of the people who spoke at second reading on this bill, and many, many more who have written to and lobbied peers on all sides of this House, feel Clause 1 of this bill, as presently drafted, has got wrong. A law to tackle antisocial behaviour must surely be precise, it must be targeted, and it must be given proper safeguards, because if not, it's capable of both undermining fundamental human freedoms, it's likely to distract the authorities and swamp the courts, hampering the tackling of genuine social problems effectively. As it stands at the moment, Clause 1 creates what we're already calling here IPNAs, injunctions to prevent nuisance and annoyance. And the very wording exposes the main problem in the present drafting, because you cannot actually outlaw nuisance or annoyance by all people and in all places. The concept of both those things without a proper definition are vague and above all subjective. We're talking here about a change of law which will apply to any person, in any place, public or private. Clause 1(2) says injunctions can be sought by a whole range of bodies and individuals in relation to conduct that is merely capable of causing nuisance or annoyance to any person. And that pretty much covers all human life. There is no human activity, I suggest, which doesn't annoy someone somewhere. And this test has been borrowed from the context of housing, which involves neighbours and people living in close proximity who can't simply move out or look the other way or pay no attention. And the present test is very carefully restricted to conduct affecting the housing management functions of the relevant landlord. But it's quite another thing to apply it to the high street, or to the park, or to the sports stadium, or to the countryside at large, or to Parliament Square. And it risks being used against every single one of us for something we do, have done, or might do in the future.